Coming up on Foghorn Media, find out how COVID has affected students of Del Mar and the campus itself.
Also, find out how you borrow a laptop from Del Mar College to help your classes.
And learn about the 56th Annual National Drawing and Small Sculpture Show that is sure to catch your eye. All this and more on Foghorn Media.
Bringing you the latest from Del Mar College and the Coastal Bend region. This is Foghorn Media.
Thank you for tuning to Foghorn Media. I am Eddie Ramirez.
And I'm Rudy Hinojosa. The coronavirus has made a huge impact to our society and has forced Del Mar College to make some changes on campus in order to continue face-to-face classes. Erasmo Rodriguez Jr. has more on the story.
It's made some huge impacts to society in the past year. The virus became so widespread that it forced us to socially distance ourselves from others. For a full semester, Del Mar classes were only online, and this semester, students were finally able to return to classes in person. However, COVID is still around, so there have been some changes on campus to help prevent the spread among staff and students. This is what Professor Jack Stubblefield, Professor of Speech, had to say about the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic.
It's difficult communicating, and that's the name of the game for me. And so it's hard when you can't see half your students' faces.
Over a year ago, before the COVID-19 pandemic, these parking lots used to be filled to the max. But now, despite the face-to-face classes having come back, attendance is not nearly as high as we would like for it to be. Students used to struggle just to find parking spots, but as you can see behind me, that is no longer the case. This is what Shauna Locklear had to say about the effects that coronavirus had on the Del Mar College campus.
The parking has definitely opened to be more free as of the pandemic. It seems like there's a lot more spaces than there were before. Like, you can go in the parking lot by airs, and it's just a lot easier to park now than before. It doesn't take me very long to find a parking spot at all.
To help prevent the spread of the coronavirus, please consider taking the coronavirus vaccine or by practicing the coronavirus social distancing protocols.
While face-to-face classes have now resumed at Del Mar, the college still encourages students and staff to follow COVID protocols such as social distancing, wearing a mask, and getting vaccinated.
If you're looking to start registering for spring 2022 classes at Del Mar, then now is the right time. Online and in-person registration is open. New and returning students can stop by the Student Enrollment Center for help with enrollment. It's not too late to fill out the FAFSA for spring semester and to receive help from the financial aid office with paying for tuition. These offices are here to give the best experience for all students who are enrolling for classes. Registering on your own is also an option for students through the WebDMC website. After December 6th deadline, all forms for registration will reopen again on December 7th, and the deadline will be on January 5th of 2022.
If you have questions after stopping by the Student Enrollment Center or registering for classes, seeking help from academic advisors is always a good idea. And I myself went to go see them, and it was Each semester, students at Del Mar College must choose classes toward the degree in graduation. However, recent studies have shown that this is more difficult than it may seem.
They're taking up to 98 credits just to get a 60 credit plan, which suggests that there was some trial and error, and that trial and error is like 38 credit hours beyond what they may actually need.
To reduce the student challenge, Del Mar has implemented MAP advising.
So a MAP advisor, the intention is that I meet with students at the 15, 30, and 45 credit benchmarks and a 60 credit plan to make sure they're making normal progress toward a full course of study.
There are many ways to reach out to an advisor at Del Mar.
What I really like to think is that every student could utilize those times to meet with their advisor to get information maybe they didn't even know they needed.
Or wanted to, if I wanted to meet with him, I could just text him or call him, and we were able to communicate FaceTime-wise or even like by phone call.
Current Del Mar students can search the advising directory to find their MAP advisor. They can also stop by room 127 in the Harvin Center. For Foghorn Media, and find the right classes toward academic success. To find out more information, email enroll@delmar.edu.
Schools are becoming more reliant on technology. Del Mar College has a unique technology learning program to help students complete their assignments. Gabriela Hassel has more.
Are you a Del Mar student looking for a more convenient way to complete your assessments at home? will come visit the Technology Resource Center located in the St. Clair building and submit an application for the Student Laptop and Calculator Loaner Program. I'm here with Maria Alejandra Ruiz, the lab coordinator of Del Mar College, and we're going to discuss more about the Loaner Program here at Del Mar College. Now, Ms. Ruiz, can you tell us the checkout process for the Student Laptop and Calculator Program?
Yes, we have this new program, and we have an online form, and the students came and we show them the QR, and they can fill the form online and the phones, and we receive the application, and we check all the requirements for the application, and we call them.
Now, it's as simple as submitting an application, scheduling an appointment, presenting 2 types of identification, and your class schedule to qualify for the Student Laptop and Calculator Program. I caught up with Del Mar student psychology major Andrew Liel, and this is what he had to say. Andrew, can you tell us how the technology resource has helped you?
It's helped me a lot from, like, say my laptop messed up a week ago, so I didn't have no other funds at the time until I got paid next week, so it really helped me out whenever I needed to turn in an assignment that I needed to do.
Now, students who fail to return school technology will have their student account put on hold and will not be eligible to check out another device. For more information regarding the Laptop and Calculator Program, stop by the Technology Resource Center located in the St. Clair building. Reporting for Foghorn News, I'm Gabriela Hasso.
The Technology Resource Center lends out laptops and calculators in the St. Clair building, room 120. Students can expect to spend about 20 minutes on the technology checkout process and will need to bring 2 or more identifications.
Thank you, Eddie. The White Library on the East Campus of Del Mar College has been under construction for quite some time. The project will be worth the wait.
With students now back on campus after COVID-19 closures, many of them were unaware of the closing of the White Library for remodeling. Many students are affected by the closing of the White Library, a place where they could once use resources to assist them with schoolwork.
So you get to check out books as well, like if I need to write essays or something, then the library is my biggest option.
We spoke to the Dean of Learning Resources, Cody Gregg, who gave us some information about what students could expect in the remodeled library.
The library is being completely redesigned to be more of a modern 21st century library. The testing center will move into the library, and the IT help desk will move into the library as well. So the first floor of the library will be a very open concept. We plan to have a cafe there.
According to Greg, there are several alternatives that Del Mar College has provided students to continue using resources while the library is closed.
We've opened up a small student technology center in the Ventures building in room 238. We set up also a small office in the Gamby building and in room D103 of the Gamby building where students can go to request a book.
Students are welcome to visit and use the library on West Campus in the meantime. The library renovations are a project that has been in talks for the last several years.
This has been in the planning for quite some time. And just in terms of the order of the projects that the college was doing, this one was next up in line.
The White Library will reopen to students by summer of next year. Coming up after the break, enjoy the Del Mar College 56th Annual National Drawing and Small Sculpture Show.
And find out where students in need of food and other services can get help. All this and more after we return.
It's Christmas time again. A time for joy, a time for cheer, and a time for house fires. Make sure you're cautious when you're baking cookies this year. Make the cookies a hit. Don't get your kitchen lit. This message brought to you by a 23-year-old woman. When you bake cookies, be sure to use a timer.
Jack, why aren't you studying for finals?
I gotta text my girlfriend to make plans with her tonight.
So your girlfriend is more important than your grades?
I'll study, okay?
Your girlfriend is gonna leave you if you don't pass.
I'll make sure to study tonight after class.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. I'm gonna leave because you're distracting me. Procrastination only leads to failure, so don't be like Jack. Be better.
Welcome back. February 18th through May 6th, the 56th Annual National Drawing and Small Sculpture Show will be available for public viewing. The show accepted works from artists across the United States. Accepted work has a chance of becoming part of the Del Mar College Permanent Collection Reporter. Gabriela Hasso has more.
In the fine arts, there is an ongoing virtual slideshow featuring the Del Mar College and Drama Department's 56th Annual National Drawing and Small Sculpture Show. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Joseph A. Kane Memorial Art Gallery has stayed closed. However, you can still enjoy the drawing and small sculpture show virtually. The focus today is to invite students to watch the virtual slideshow online featuring the 56th Annual National Drawing and Small Sculpture Show and how students can enter next year's art competition. This is what Kirsten Dell, art professor and art program coordinator of Del Mar College, had to say.
That the national show brings in artworks from all over the nation, and it's to enjoy work and to think about art and what it means and what it says and how it reflects what we do in society and what's happening in society.
During the 55th show, the competitive art show attracted 612 entries from artists across the country and includes 29 two-dimensional drawings featuring a variety of mixed media and a diverse and healthy selection of 29 three-dimensional sculptures. This is what Ben Ogronick, assistant professor of art of Del Mar College, had to say.
Every year at Del Mar College, the art and drama department has a national competition where we solicit art submissions from sculptors, illustrators, painters, and we have some cash prizes, and we give 3 awards every year to the best artworks. So typically we get like 500 submissions, and those submissions come from all across the US, not just Texas. And we have a juror selected. The juror is typically a working artist, and they determine who the best of the best is.
For more information about next year's art competition and to watch the 56th Annual National Drawing and Small Sculpture slideshow, visit the Del Mar College's school website at delmar.edu.
Winners of the exhibition could receive up to $3,000.
Thanks to COVID, intramural sports on campus looks a little different this year. Foghorn News shows us what Del Mar College is doing to keep students active but safe.
Del Mar Intramural Sports Program returns this fall semester with over a dozen sport activities that students can participate in virtually. Intramural Director and Assistant Professor of Kinesiology of Del Mar College, Christy Urbick, tells us more about the Intramural Sports Program.
So the intramural sports program is basically it's students who compete against each other in different sports and activities. So for example, we used to put on like basketball or volleyball, and now we've moved it virtually for the coming time. And so on there we have more fitness activities. So we have things like a 100-mile challenge, a 1-mile virtual challenge, push-ups, sit-ups, and those kind of activities online for them to participate at home or wherever they're at, and then they can submit videos and get credit for that and also win some t-shirts and things like that.
Students who are interested in participating virtually can check out the list of sporting activities that are free to join and submit an entry form on the Del Mar School website. Also, join yoga that is held every Friday at 1 p.m. in the Kinesiology building. Reporting for Foghorn News, I am Gabriela Hasso.
Hopefully next year we can resume business as usual and get back to in-person team intramural sports.
Del Mar College Viking Pantry has a mission to aid students by providing food options to those with limited resources. This is a partnership between Del Mar College and the Coastal Bend Food Bank. Students can drop by the student engagement area in room 204 of the Harvest Center to find out if they're eligible for this assistance. Recently, a curbside pickup for food was held at the Windward campus. This event was open to 400 pre-registered students and worked to help those in need before the Thanksgiving holiday. The Viking Pantry also provides up to 70 pounds of food per participant per month. To find out more about this program, email foodpantry@delmar.edu.
On Foghorn News, I'm Eddie Ramirez.
And I'm Hinojosa, and we'll catch you next time. Stay tuned.